Let's go ahead and get started. Let's get a nice warm up going here. Let's first do some side to side lunges here.
I like your shirt.
Thank you.
It's cute.
Good. And let's go into some side stretches here. Good. Let's just do a little bit of upper body stuff, warm that up with some windmills. Alright, let's come into some high knees now. Up to the chest, squeezing that core a little bit. I want to activate our core here. No matter what we're doing, we always want a strong core, right? Every exercise we do. Alright, coming back into some butt kicks. And then I want us to try coming into just like a low squat if you can. So kind of coming a little bit wider than your normal squat, but just come into a nice low squat. We're just going to hang out here. If you're able to, I want you to kind of put your elbows like in your inner thighs, inner knees if you're able to. We're trying to squat down, right? Maybe feeling how this activates the front of our, top of our feet. Feeling how that feels. Nice and slow coming out. It out a little bit. Okay, let's come into some lunge and twist. So let's come back into a nice lunge, into that back lunge, just do upright twist. Crossing your hands one way, and the next, stepping up. Just a warm up here. So I'm just kind of moving through here. Maybe not coming into that full lunge. Just want to warm up a little bit. Those big muscles woke up. Go ahead, come out of that when you're ready. All right, one more time. Let's go into a nice low squat, okay? Maybe a little bit better this time. Maybe you're able to get a little bit lower. Feet are planted. Good. Nice and slow come out. Okay, we're going to start with good mornings, okay? Non-weighted good mornings. So all we're going to do, you can put your hands behind your head here, making sure we're not yanking on our neck, right? So we're just sending those hips back, our back stays nice and straight, shoulders stay back, coming into kind of like a 90-degree here, and we're using our glutes to squeeze up, okay? All right, 30 seconds, ready? Here we go. Sending those hips back, feel the squeeze in those hamstrings and glutes as we stand up. This is also a good way to start any exercise. Do it on your own. These are good to do. Wake up that back half here. Nice back, straight back. So we want to pin those shoulder blades back behind us, right? We don't want to curve in our upper body. Good. And rest. Okay. Next, we're going to do a sumo squat. You can do these with weights, with one weight, with both weights, with no weights. Just depends on what you want to do. Sumo squats. So we are coming out into that nice wide squat, right? Toes are pointed about 45 degrees. Breaking at those hips, coming down into a nice sumo squat. Okay? Ready? And begin. 30 seconds. Nice, strong core, making sure we're not leaning forward like this. We want to be able to see what's in front of us. Look at the inner thighs and glutes. Breathing. 2, 1. And go ahead, grab, if you want to do these with weights, you can. Again, you can do these without weight if you want to. We're just going to work on calf raises. Okay? Weights can be right to our side here. Coming up, just on our tippy toes. Ready? And begin. So coming up, try to come down nice and controlled, right? Gonna help our balance. We control that. Another 30 seconds here. Coming up, those tippies. 2, 1. Okay. All right, same thing, one weight, both weights, no weights. We're gonna do curtsy lunges. Okay, so we're coming back into a curtsy lunge, coming back here, and stepping up. Okay, we're gonna go 30 seconds on each side. All right, ready? Okay, begin. Just back and around. Pressing into that front leg. Want to feel that front outer hip loop really light up here. Really easy to take off with that back leg, make it more challenging, or really, again, pressing through that front leg. Not taking off those back toes. 2, 1, and go ahead, go right into the next. But breathe. Two, one. Okay. Keep it one weight or both weights or no weight. Next, we're gonna do a goblet squat. Okay. So when doing a goblet squat, it's basically like a close feet squat. So a normal squat, we have our feet out a little bit wider, right? This one, we're gonna have a nice close feet right underneath us, okay? When we're coming to a goblet squat, again, it's gonna vary on how your abilities are. Maybe you're not able to come down all the way. Maybe you're only able to do halfway. Do what you can, as long as everything's feeling okay. So if you notice your knees start to really hurt, that's a sign that you need to not go as low. So only go about halfway, okay? So goblet squat, we're coming down, trying to come down all the way, and we're squeezing up, okay? Nice supported core. We're gonna need to have a supported core because we have a narrow base here. So we're gonna have to rely on our core to keep us steady, okay? Coming down and up. Okay, ready? And begin. Again, you can do this without a weight. Maybe it's enough of a challenge just to do without weight. Breathe, you're gonna feel those quads, front of those legs probably light up with this one. Two, one. Woo. Okay. All right. Next, I'm gonna end with some hops if you want to, or you can just do a one leg calf raise if you'd rather. Okay, so we don't need the weights. All we're trying to do, hop on one leg. Okay. We're gonna feel our calves. So again, we want to lean gentle. We don't want to be jamming into like our feet, our knees, or anything. We're trying to lean gentle. Okay. Ready? Begin. Again, if you don't want to hop, just go ahead and just do like a one leg calf raise here. Still gonna work on our balance, still gonna work that one leg. Almost done, ladies. Ooh, burn in, 2, 1, woo! Okay, quick break, we're gonna go right into it. Ready? Here we go. We're gonna take a break after this 30 seconds, okay? Good, I like it, can't hear anyone stepping, I love that. It means we're landing nice and gentle. Almost done. Breathe. My calves are crying too. Almost done. 2, 1. Break. Go ahead, grab a drink, take a rest, walk in place. start up here in about 10 seconds, shaking out those legs. We're gonna start up with those good mornings again. So again, we wanna have a nice straight back. Now imagine there's a dowel or a pull on that spine where we can't not connect. So we wanna connect the tailbone to the top of that head, to the base of the top, the base of the skull basically here where that spine ends, okay? Ready? Here we go. Send those hips back. You're almost gonna sit down on a chair behind you. Squeezing up with those glutes. Almost done, a couple more. 2, 1, break. Okay, sumo squats are next. Deciding what weight you want, if you want the weight. Nice wide feet, toes are pointed about 45 degrees, hinging at those hips. Ready, here we go. Feel that squeeze in the inner thighs, inner glutes, the quads. 2, 1. Wah. Okay, we're gonna do calf raises next. Deciding if you want to weight here, or if you just need to work on balance, it's fine. Okay, ready? And start. Just normal calf raises coming up in those tippy toes. Our shoulders, we're not like hunching forward here with our weights. We're going to kind of have like a farmer walk type period where our weights are right next to us. Shoulders are strong, kind of pinned to our back here. 2, 1, rest. Okay. Curtsy lunges are next. Begin. You can feel these without even any weight. If you're really pressing to that front leg, it doesn't require much weight. So coming back and around the outer hip here. Ready? And begin. Step through front leg. Strong with this side. We're gonna go right to the next side here. Just a few. 3, 2, 1. Planting opposite foot. Coming right into that opposite foot. Press through that leg here. Good, almost done, ladies. I know they're burning. Keep flying our breathe through it, using these big muscles. 2, 1, break. Quick breath. We're gonna do a goblet squat next. So closed feet. Alright, taking a breath here, goblet squat. Ready. And begin. Coming down. Squeezing up. Again, maybe you're only halfway coming up because we have some issues with our core, our knee, knees. Knowing your limits here. 2, 1. Woo! Okay, setting our weights down. We're gonna finish off with those one-leg calf hops again. Taking a breath here. We're gonna try to do these back to back, another tough. Starting up in about 5 seconds. Decide what foot you wanna start with. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Get an option to just do one leg calf raise if you'd rather. You do it. 10 more seconds, come on. Breathe through the burn. Switching in 3, 2, 1. Right into the next one, ladies. Finding that happy place for breathing. Ten more seconds. Here we go. Break. Woo. Again, one more break. We're gonna go through it one more time here. Walking in place if you're feeling good.
Those last ones are every plus only mine. But my leg.
Yes. Like Dave. Alright, we'll start off in about 10 seconds here. We're gonna start off with those good mornings again. Okay, last time through here, ladies. Make it good. Make it count. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Straight backs. Squeeze those glutes and hamstrings. Maybe you're not able to go down all the way without keeping a straight back. Maybe that's where you stop about halfway, then you have to squeeze up. That's okay. Doing what you can do here. 2, 1. Break. Sumo squats are next. Deciding what weight you want here. Maybe your legs are really feeling burnt out. Don't want to just do body weight. Totally fine. All right, sumo squats. Nice wide squats. Ready and begin. Ladies, nice strong core, right? Being able to see what's in front of us. Almost done. 2, 1. Break. Calf raises are next. Starting up in 5 seconds. 2, 1. Here we go. Up on those tippies. Maybe noticing, I don't know if you can feel it, it might throw off your balance if you look down at your feet. A lot of us tend to go out on our feet, right? So you want to try to work on nice neutral feet, okay? So instead of coming out, try to come straight up. It's going to make it harder, you're not going to be able to go up as high, but we want to strengthen those other muscles that are connected with our ankles and feet. It's going to help us with a lot of things. 2, 1, break. Okay, curtsy lunges are next. All right, thinking what foot we want to start with. I'm gonna start with my other foot this time. Ready and begin. Pressing through this outer here. Do it. Almost done. 2, 1. Switching right into our other leg here. Pressing through here. Pressing through this front leg, not taking off the back foot, back toes. Almost done. And break. 2 more things. Goblet squat. All right, goblet squat. Ready? And here we go. Breathe in nice and steady. How are our knees feeling? How's our back feeling? Maybe we need to only come down halfway right now. As we start to get tired, those legs start to get fatigued, an injury occurs. So just tuning in. What's going on here? 2, 1. Right. 1 more minute to go. Ending with our favorite cat hops. 1 leg. Taking a breath before this one. All right. Ready? Here we go. Maybe noticing, are we taking off from our pinky toe? Trying to take off more from your big toe. It's gonna make it harder. Or vice versa, maybe you're the other way. Almost done, ladies, almost done, I know. 2, 1, switching right into it. Here we go. Again, are we taking off our pinky toe or our big toe? I want you to try to flip-flop that. 15 seconds, ladies. Jump it up. Finish strong here. Two, 1. Whee. Taking a breath, grab a drink here. We're gonna do a little stretching. Okay, let's go ahead and start with our handcuff bowing waiter. So we're going to come into handcuff first. So back the knee on that back. Toe comes up and out. You're going to hinge the hips. Trying to bring nose to knee, nose to toes. Feel a nice stretch back of our leg. Nice and slow. Coming up. Go ahead and switch. Noticing, are we really activating our toe? The more you pull that toe up, the more you're going to feel it in the calf. So you're going to hit all behind that leg here. Hinging those hips back behind us, going to feel it more in the glute and hamstring. Nice and slow. Let's go wide forward fold next. Legs are out wide. Coming down, just reaching from the middle for now. Maybe you're able to get a little bit wider. Maybe you have to come more in, just depends. Let's add in a twist. So if you're able to touch the ground, we want to add in just a twist, a bow and arrow coming up overhead. Fingers point up to the sky. Good, nice and slow, let's switch. And if we can, I want us now to crawl to one side. Feel that nice stretch in the inner thigh, release even in the opposite low back, I'm feeling. And switch. Good, bend those knees, come back to the middle, and we'll stand up. Okay. Let's go ahead, let's actually come to the floor next, into a kneeling position. So one knee will be up, one knee will be down. We're gonna do the runner's lunge here, okay? So first, we wanna kind of engage or kind of hit our hip flexors. So kind of squeezing those glutes together, squeeze the core. We're gonna come forward, making sure we're not twisting open, right? We want to drive this hip forward, pull this hip back. Feeling the opening up and throughout here. Then we're gonna send those hips back, toes gonna come up. You can put your hands in your hips here if you're able to come those hands to the floor, great, nice stretch here. Again, back of that leg. Good, nice and slow. Again, let's come up. If we can, if we need a break underneath, you can put a pad or whatever underneath. But we're gonna come and make hip circles now out of that front knee, okay? So just make little circles, moving through that hip joint, going both directions. You notice where it feels tight. Mine comes tight when I kind of come in. I can definitely feel a pull, but you might be opposite. Good, go ahead and let's just switch. Good, okay. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core. You're gonna notice if you don't squeeze that, you're gonna feel a little bit of a stretch, maybe more on the quad. But if you don't really squeeze this and actively try to push this, you're not gonna really feel that hip opener, that hip flexor open up. So you wanna squeeze here, okay? Squeeze those glutes and come forward. You can mess around and let it release and then squeeze and notice how it engages that area. Send those hips back, leg comes straight. Hands behind the hips, or we can come down to the floor. Nice hamstring stretch. Again, we're going to come up. Nice hip circles. One direction. Another. Good, let's come to just sitting on our butt here. We're just going to do a seated forward fold. So feet are going to be together. And we're just going to try to reach for our toes, shins, ankles, knees. It depends on how tight you are right now. Breathe. I'm going to hold here for a few moments. So after every exhale, maybe trying to just reach that finger just 1 little centimeter closer towards those feet if you can. Or if you're already flexible and at your feet, keep going. Good. Nice and slow. Come back. Okay, right. Again, we're going to come to our knees. We want to give our knees a second here. Come back to our knees. We're going to do camel's pose here. So, what we're trying to do, knees are underneath our hips here. Now, you might be, first modification, what you might just do is it's going to be kind of a back bend. So, you either just come back here, kind of looking up, dropping the shoulders back and opening. If you're able to reach for your heels, go ahead and do that. Okay? Release the neck a little bit. Good, nice and slow. Coming out. Woo. Let's come back, if you can, over your heels and just into a child's pose. Going to do opposite. Releasing that low back, extended child's pose. Kind of drop our chest to the floor. Knees can come out a little bit wider, maybe feet are together here. Reaching out.